All right, Browns Nation, something really weird is brewing in Cleveland. Three veteran quarterbacks, two hungry rookies, a locker room on edge, and right in the middle of it all, Shedeur Sanders. Yeah, that name's been popping up in headlines all over, from wild trade rumors to whispers about Canada. But that's just the beginning. We've got a former NFL player calling people out, a mysterious love affair with Kenny Pickett, and a quiet war starting to unfold at training camp. Who's going to survive this game of musical chairs, and what exactly is the Browns' plan here? Like, comment and buckle up, this one feels like playoff drama. Let's start with the first bombshell. Just saying Shadur Sanders' name already stirs up a firestorm among fans. The Colorado rookie, son of a legend, hyped as the beginning of a new era, and he's already being talked about as trade bait? Believe it or not. According to BetUS analyst Jonathan Adams, the Browns might be exploring a trade for Shedeur before training camp even kicks off. And the team in question? The Indianapolis Colts, a franchise knee-deep in quarterback chaos. Anthony Richardson is still battling injuries. Daniel Jones came in through free agency as well. A plan B or C, but neither guy feels like a real answer. So the theory goes like this. If the Colts want to make a bold move and invest in the future, Sanders could be the piece that sets off a three-way QB battle in Indy. But here's the million-dollar question. Why would the Browns even consider shipping off a talent like Shedeur, especially after using a fifth-round pick on him just a few months ago? Right now, the Browns' quarterback room is stacked. Flacco, Pickett, Gabriel, Sanders. 4 names, 4 different styles, 4 totally different bets. But only one gets to start week 1, and the others, not everyone's making the final 53. If Shedeur doesn't make a splash early in camp starting July 23rd, the front office might prefer to move him instead of cutting him outright. Logically, trading him could at least recoup some value. Cutting him would be admitting they messed up. The most unsettling part? No one in the Browns organization has come out and shut down the trade talk. So now what? Do you stash the raw talent and hope he develops, or do you try to get something now and avoid letting him rot on the bench? The fan base is split. Some believe Shedeur's got what it takes to prove everyone wrong. Others think he's just a famous name with hype and no grit for the NFL. And while that debate rages on, decisions are already being made behind the scenes. And we haven't even touched the most controversial part yet.
While the trade rumors swirl, things inside the building are starting to shift, maybe in a more dangerous direction, because aside from the Sanders situation, there's a quiet frontrunner emerging for the starting job in week 1. And it's not Shedeur. It's not Flacco. Not even Gabriel. It's Kenny Pickett. Yeah, the same Pickett who started as the next big thing in Pittsburgh, fell off hard, landed in Philly, and now somehow is in the mix to lead the Browns, all in under 3 years. He landed in Cleveland, barely making noise, traded for a 5th rounder, but things have changed fast. According to Jeff Kerr from CBS Sports, Pickett isn't just competing. He's reportedly the favorite to start the season under center, and that's setting fans off. Because if Pickett wins the job, that basically kills the development timeline for both Shedeur and Gabriel. A lot of fans see Pickett as a patch, a guy who flopped in Pittsburgh, flashed briefly in Philly as a backup, and now feels like a placeholder, not the future. But his supporters are clapping back. They say he just spent a season in a Super Bowl winning locker room, that he's matured, gotten stronger, smarter, and that Stefanski likes his mobility and wants a more dynamic offense. And let's face it, Flacco is pushing 40, might not hold up all year, acknowledging Gabriel's still raw. Bluntly, and Shedeur, as of today, he's not even top 3 on the depth chart, which is wild, considering just 3 months ago, some folks thought Shedeur was the biggest steal of the draft. But the NFL doesn't care about hype. It cares about reps, and every snap at training camp is going to matter. Every drive in preseason is under the microscope. As of now, Pickett is quietly taking the lead. Flack's got the vax behind him, rising Gabriel's flashing potential, fading in Sanders, he's slipping.
But hang on, because someone just stepped up to break the silence and go to bat for the most under-fire QB in Cleveland. And what he said might just flip the conversation. Right in the middle of this storm, with Sanders in trade talks and Pickett getting the nod, a former NFL player decided to speak out. And he didn't hold back. Respectfully, Cecil Short-Stirred, former Texans receiver and a Cleveland native, went straight to the heart of the issue in a recent interview. Assertively, according to him, the narrative around Shedeur is all wrong. The real overhype is not Sanders. It's Dylan Gabriel. Provocatively, let's be honest, no one was even talking about Gabriel before the draft. No one had him anywhere near the top 3 rounds. Meanwhile, Shedeur was widely considered a top 3 QB in the class until Colorado fell apart late in the season. Shorts didn't stop there. He said the Browns need to quit playing games and commit to one rookie quarterback. This rotating door stuff, it's a recipe for failure. And the guy to build around, he says, is Shedeur. Curious why such strong backing for Sanders, even though he's currently QB4 on the chart. Confident, Sharts believe Shedeur's got the tools, stronger arm, better reads, and most importantly, the mindset to lead a hungry franchise through pressure. And that mindset could be everything. Doubtful Gabriel might be lighting up practice, but there's real concern about whether he can survive the emotional grind of Cleveland football, the media, the fans, and the brutal start to the schedule.
Meanwhile, Sanders is staying quiet, learning Stefanski's system, grinding, waiting for a real shot. This is the silent tension building toward July 23. Flacco brings experience, Pickett's rising, Gabriel's got buzz, and Sanders has the most to prove. But what's really bothering fans is that the Browns don't seem to have a clear plan. Everything feels like it's being decided on the fly, week to week. Fans want clarity. They want to know who the long-term project is, who's the short-term fix, who's this guy, and who's not making the cut. But right now, the silence from the front office is just pouring gas on the fire. When camp opens on the 23rd, one pick six, one missed throw could flip someone's whole future. The only question is, who can take the heat? Cleveland's quarterback war is no longer just about a depth chart. It's about identity, about trust, about the direction of this franchise. Shedeur is being judged before he's even played. Pickett's rising from the ashes. Flacco's holding the line. Gabriel's the shock nobody saw coming. But at some point, the Browns have to decide. Are they playing for now or building for the future? Who would you start week 1? Drop your take in the comments, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications because here we back Cleveland all the way.